Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm here to introduce, to give a training for all of you regarding about leadership development through golfing. As you know, I'm Dr. Thiru from MEF as a MEF chairman, as well as a representative from Penang Golf Club as a senior manager of human resource. And I also have past experience as a Labour Council's board members, as well as in Perkeso. So for today's topic will be more about golfing and how to grow yourself in as a leaders as when you are in the golf departments or even in the golf club industries. Okay. From here, I would like to take each one of you to introduce yourself, who you are, from where you are coming from, and which department are you. So I think can we start from you are.
My name is Kali. I'm continue working here already 8 years, and my department is security and department head supervisor.
So you're department head of security department. Okay. Okay. Thank you. How about you?
So, hi, good morning. My name is Mr. Kali.
Morning.
I'm a finance department. So,
How about yourself?
Hi, my name is Zaira. I'm from Human Resource Department.
Okay. Yourself?
My name is Thiru, working this
Security. Okay, okay. So you've been security department. Okay. From there, very nice to knowing you. Okay, for you, for you all are here for our training sessions under the leadership training through the golfing. So what is our learning's objective today will be is like understand how golf influence leaderships. As you know, golf is not a normal and ordinary games. People will say it's a rich man games, So it is how you want to grow yourself when you're in a golf department to make sure you have a great leaderships. Okay. Second is you're going to identify key leadership traits developed through golf. Either how you interact with our VVIPs, such as golfer members, as a guest, you want to show your development. Today you will learn these objectives. Okay. Evaluate golf's potentials as a formal leader development tools. And I will guide you today how to create a tools to develop your career or even to be a better leadership. Okay. So today's training will be more to about these three outlines. So today, if you have any questions later, maybe you can ask me. Just put up your hand. You can question me. You can ask me whatever question you feel. Okay. If you all don't ask me, I will ask you all. So make sure that today will be have a good interactions, and I don't want a game only one side. So make sure that your both side can ask me a questions. If you have anything related that you might not understand about golfing or related to leadership, so you can just raise up your hand. Okay. So we go for today's our module 1 will be okay, golf as a leadership development platforms. So what is our platform will be look like? Build self-awareness, discipline, focus, and emotional regulations. Okay, this self-awareness is example when you are in a golf department, as you know, no doubt you are the security departments, finance, or even in a HR. So this part of self-awareness is about golf is 18-hole golf course, especially in Penang Golf Club. So when you are in focus on each one of their departments, example, even it's so-called a security, even a finance, or even a HR. So each one of your departments are playing a role in a especially golf department. It's such as discipline is come under the HR roles responsibility. I feel that Zaira, right? So you are been known about HR and as well as how to discipline not only the members and as well as the staff. So it's not an easy task, but you must make sure that things are been moving on, right? So same goes to finance also. In disciplines, especially in a golf club, there might be a member subscription. You have to collect it, and some might be adapted. So you want to call them to collect the money, and it's not easy. You have to focus and you have to be disciplined to call them and collect the monies, especially for subscriptions. So finance also playing a big role, as well as security. Sometimes we have a lot of numbers of VVIP coming in about car parks issues. They want to allocate these car parks to be here. I want this VIP car park. You cannot be any other people's to be around. So all these things and part of security also have to be a discipline and focusing. Okay, this part of their responsible. So encourage ethical behavior and decision making. As I mentioned just now, example, even a security, when the car parks have members come and park the parking area, it might be not have a valid parking. They might be have to park very far. So they might be say, hey, I don't want the parking very far, so I want to park nearby. So security have the roles to make a decision whereby to ensure that members are happy, or even the golfers are happy to park allocated at the even at the far away, but the decision must be made by providing them a buggy service. Example, So these are the part of the security. So any other facing by the security so far, Mr. Kali, you facing any other thing issues rather than like this kind of
Before I facing a lot of things was sometimes parking member in car park, then he come back clubhouse, he don't get buggy. See sometimes he call people also she never pick up him. Then he complain with me. I go the bigger one buggy once that I bring 5%, 7%.
oh
She can club down dinner here.
dinner. Oh, okay. You see, security is a good example. See what it seems like when facing a problems, when a short of parkings, when we have events or whatever it is going on, and the members start to complain, whereby if you don't provide in a time service, if buggies was not provided to them, especially when the monsoon or the rain, the seasons was not good, especially raining or even what we call hot sunny day. They prefer a shade buggies because they don't want to walk very far. So these are the problems facing by the security as well. I believe sometimes even finance might be facing a problems. So just Mr. Kale, any update on what are the problems you've been facing, or what making not easy to make a decision making?
So outside the financial issues, like because members sometimes only forgot and they have a long time to settle the debts, and when we say that we have the restriction not allowed to use the facilities, other issues, then we must handle carefully.
Oh, okay. See, have you clear? You see, finance also having their problems whereby you see want to collect the debts, especially subscription. Members, as especially in golf club or any other clubs also, you usually have a member subscriptions fees. So sometimes these members, they might be overlooked, not due to they're not able to pay or whatsoever it is. Probably they might be in overseas. They might be not receive the papers or whatever it is when the finance send the letter to them by post registered or AR registered. So due to these kind of issues, and when the finance required for them to do the payment, they might be having a tough decision making. The members were not happy when they send a letter. I know, I say a legal letter. Hey, you don't pay first attempt, second attempt, or third attempt. Possible they say, hey, I not receive. My registered email is different. My registered address is different. I already moved to another new address, but they never update to the finance department. So the finance department might have any issues on these things. So these are the difficulties of finance having the issues. So how about HR, Zaira? What are the issues you have been facing, especially when you come to a decision making?
Sometimes we have a problem with the golfer terkena bola.
Terkena bola. Kena kereta. Okay, I faham. So possible the danger of the golfing is usually bola boleh terkena kereta ataupun dia punya vehicle, dia punya property. So macam mana member datang complain? Adakah dia cara macam mana dia punya procedure? Can you explain macam mana dia punya procedure? Kalau bila berlaku kejadian begini?
They have to kena betul dulu kereta tu, and then I do all the process lah. I do the document, everything.
Dia ada proses dia lah. Okay. So nanti you elaborate bagi I macam mana dia punya proses lah. So okay. So you see, even HR facing some kind of problems whereby they have their own portfolios of a tough decision making, especially come to members issues. Okay. So this part of it. So stimulate leadership situational under pressure. So macam I beritahu tadi. So you see pressure, even a security department or even a finance or even a HR are facing a pressure in each one of their situations and each one of their roles. So to ensure these kind of things, not to happen or due to prevent it. So its most important thing is you need a strong whole leadership and a decision making. That's the behavior must be created. Okay, now we go for second slides. Okay, before we go for module 2, so I would like to have some kind of activities whereby I want each one of you, I'll give you an A4 paper, each one of you. Do you have, Secretary, you have A4 paper? Okay, give you one. So you have a pen? Okay. Give you a pen. So please write down about, as I explained to you just now, each one of each department, what are the problems you have been facing and what kind of decision you've been make to hope that your leaderships, especially in terms of behavior and decision making, and as tough as possible. You cannot overcome that issues, that problems, even in a security or even in finance or even in HR. So I want you all to write down 3 points, main key points, whereby that the problem is not easy to be solved or is a bit tough, your experience through your career. in that part of your department related. So please write down. I give you 2 minutes for you to write down by points. Just belly points is good enough. Okay, so just write down. If let's say even a securities, just write down about what you issue just now, like arkings. I mean, you find difficulties, and also members baggage issues. So just write down whatever you feel key points. Okay, later we'll discuss and elaborate more point by point. So we got. I'll give you another 2 more minutes for you all to fill up each by point by point. So tulis apa you all facing the, as I said, mentioned the module one. Kan? Okay, can you go through to the module one slides? I'll explain to them back. What are the decisions? Okay, as you know, you see, build self-awareness means discipline and focus, emotion regulations. When you are in your departments, because you want to create a person's like even create a leaders in your department. So what kind of decision you're making as emotional regulations? You cannot against your regulations as well. You must make a decision whereby it might be not favorable to members, but you are in that positions. Your superior is not around, but you must able to make a decision whereby it must be by law, and also it might be comfort to the members as well. So what are the emotional part you are going through, especially in terms of regulations? That's what you said was facing just now. So you elaborate just maybe 3 or 4 points. So later we will discuss about it. You have any questions about things, just feel free to ask. We got another 2 more minutes. I add another 2 more minutes for you all to fill up each one of your points. Remember, don't be too complicated thinking about it. Just write down what is your experience through, whereby it might be your managers not be around all the time, your directors won't be around all the time, right? So sometimes it come a crucial. You might be facing, each one of your department might be facing some crucial decision to be made. What my leaders is not here. So what the pressure is coming from members. Contoh, kereta pecah cermin ataupun rumah jatuh pokok ke apa ke kan. So something related to your department. So what are the decisions you have to be made? The member don't care whether your boss is here or not. Your boss might be overseas. You can't, but you are in that moment, you have to make a decision. As a leader, they don't care what position you're having. You can be a clerk, you can be even a supervisor or executive, but that moment of decision, each one of your department, it might become a circumstance, that situational moment, So elaborate that decision making you have been done, or maybe you're unable to make it, but you might be face it. So just write down. Just by point should be good enough.
Is that
Done, huh? Okay. So another 1 more minutes. Please feel free to write down. It's okay. It's not as according to what you feel, what you encounter. Just write down what you all feel, what you encounter on your past of your working experience in Penang Golf Club. Most important thing is you're going through. I believe in every situationals, you all have your bosses, but I don't think so your bosses will be all the time available for you all. So that might be a moment where there's some issues happening related pertaining to your departments, and you have to make a decision, by hook or crook, because the opponent of you is your guest or your members. They might be not wait for your boss to come, wait for your boss to call. They might not wait because they might be aggressive. Oh, my car damages, example as HR, right? Oh, my finance, I got a debt problem. How to solve? Why you send me legal? So, but you are in that situation now. So you as a leader, for them is you are the one decision making. In terms of pressure, they're pressuring you. So what kind of moment you gone through and you made a decision, or you don't make a decision? You just write down. Even like security, you have parking issues, or even buggy issue, even people stealing. Example, maybe, they're bringing outside food. Security must be caught. But all this kind of a situational, whatever you've gone through, Might be your superior is not around, your boss is not around, and that time you are the one there, and you caught them red-handed. So what tough decision you'll be make, whether you're making police report, whatsoever. Just write down what you have been gone through. So we just left another few more seconds. So have you done? If you're not done, just I'll only add another 1 more minutes additional. That's all. We have to stop. Then I want you all to come and explain what are the points you have been done. Okay. So have you done? So all of you done? How take more done? Zaira done. Okay. Okay. We start from. I think okay. We start from Teh Bahadur. Okay. Yes. Okay. This your problems you'll be facing. Okay. What your issue is parking. Okay. So what kind of parking you have issues? Car park. So car park, usually what kind of issue you've been facing? Normally members and guests parking.
Yes, uh, wrong facing.
Oh, okay. What else other than parking issues? What else? So are you having other facilities issues? What you write down here got facilities issues like gym or dance rooms. These are the issues you have been facing also. What kind of issues you have been facing? Members, registration.
Registration, ya.
Oh, okay.
Orang lupa ini.
Orang lupa. Oh, so orang pergi gym dia lupa mau daftar.
Ya.
So apa you buat time tu? Adakah you pergi?
Saya pulang lagi cakap lain siapa-siapa ini pergi ambil lagi ini macam-macam.
Oh, buat pendaftaran. So you tolong dia orang lah. Okay. So kalau bos tak ada, you kena buat ini benda.
Saya tolong.
You tolong.
Tengok lagi.
Okay.
Orang asing.
So you have been facing member registration, like gym, dance room. Okay. So this one usually done by your superior. You punya supervisor lah. Kalau you supervisor tak ada, baru.
Tak ada lagi.
Okay. Okay. That's good. There's some good points. Okay. How about Zahira? Apa yang you facing? Problems? Boleh? You nak explain boleh nak? Okay, nak I baca? Boleh, okay. Okay, HR, okay. You HR department So you ada facing problem, cermin kereta pecah. Okay, cermin kereta ni dia macam mana dia pecah? Pasal apa? Ada tak pasal macam mana cermin kereta boleh pecah dalam golf?
Kan saya orang duduk berdekatan dengan kawasan golf ni. So
Okay.
resident lah.
So macam mana, apa situasi dia? Boleh explain macam mana, pasal apa golf dengan cermin pecah ni macam mana boleh berlaku? Ada tak dia kena mana?
Dia resident lah. So dia park kereta dekat situ. Dan
Sebab dia kejiranan.
ya,
Okay.
dia ada orang yang bawa golf lah. Dan bola tu terkeluar daripada kawasan
Oh.
golf.
So
Terkena
cermin kereta dia orang. So kejiranan you pun ada efek lah. So dia punya emotional dia memang dia lagi ni lah, sebab tak kena mengena, dia tak main golf, dia tak ada apa, tapi kena pecah dia punya cermin. So macam mana dia punya situasi you handle? Let's say your boss tak ada. Apa you punya situasi? Ini I rasa ni lagi dia orang akan lagi lebih agresif. Betul tak? Sebab dia orang bukan member of golf or whatever it is kan. So macam mana situasi bila dia orang datang sini mesti dengan kemarahan.
Dia datang keadaan sangat-sangat marah.
Okay.
Dan nak minta claim on that time juga.
Nak claim ni duit lah. Damages punya duit lah.
I cannot make a decision that time. Kita kena ikut the process.
So during your boss is not around, maybe your CEO, your directors or your manager is not around. So at that moment, of course, their eyesight is they come with the anger. Golf club is my they make my car damage. So at that time you are in the office. So macam mana you punya keputusan nak bagi sabarkan dia orang and emotional decision making? What you did?
Apologize lah, minta maaf.
Start dengan apologize lah.
Orang stay ikut the process. You cannot do anything lah. Kena terpaksa kena ikut proses.
So proses buat claiming, buat incident report macam tu lah. Okay. So contoh kalau dia macam emotional, it was not stable, but you are trying to cool them down by telling them sorry on apologize on behalf of Penang Golf Club management lah. Okay. So then after that, what are the process? Berapa lama akan ambil duration untuk claim selalunya? Untuk dapat, untuk dia orang punya claim balik, damages claim.
Usually 1 month lah.
Oh, 1 bulan. So dia orang kalau pecah cermin, so dia orang tak buat kereta tu sampai 1 bulan ke atau macam mana dia punya ni?
So in that case yang I pernah handle, so dia terlalu marah.
Hmm?
I told them do it, and then I cuba tanya I punya boss untuk percepatkan
Proses claim dia lah. So dia orang calm sikit lah.
Ya,
So dia orang setuju lah.
ya.
Oh.
Supaya tak tangguhkan duit dia orang apa-apa.
Okay, faham. So these are the, okay, you see, as you all know, you see, HR departments have been facing some kind of issues whereby pertaining of car damages. But as you know, it might be new. Maybe some of you all might not be a golfer. So, but you see, these golf issues probably, it can hit even the neighborhoods. The ball can fly over to the neighborhoods and hit damages from the public. So when the public get anger, oh, I just passed by, but it was something come and damage my car. So they might be not happy. So what they did was they come and want to claim, correct? So they want to claim and they might become with the emotional frustration. Hey, I'm not related to golf. I'm not related to whatever it is. What you all doing is none of my business, correct? But they come with the frustration. At that time, your boss might be in the meetings or even in somewhere, but you are in the office. So what kind of leadership traits you have to make them come is very difficulties, right? Especially in the emotional, right? And dia macam pecah. So they say, I might be 1 week, I tak boleh pergi kerja. Sebab kereta cermin I pecah. So I tak boleh nak drive. So golf kena ganti rugi. And that time you are facing because you're the frontliner, right? So you kena facing the problem. So you're facing the problems. You have the pressure to make a decision whereby to calm them down. They might be akan ugut. Kata, I nak pergi ke consumer court. I nak pergi ke Jabatan Pengguna Malaysia. Something like that, nak buat report kan. So you are the frontliner. You must have a leadership trait and a decision making through their behavior to make you, dia ni marah. Kan? So, but you must be cool them down, how to make them a decision. So they say that, okay, please sir, we are sorry, all these things, that's one of the way to make them calm, because in that situational, you have to show your trait of leadership in terms of to calm them down. You at that time, cuba kalau you bagi tahu, I tak kena mengena, ini I'm a boss, I just a clerk, apa akan berlaku? So lagi worse means apa? Mungkin dia akan lagi marah. Betul tak? Mungkin dia lagi tunjuk. Dia tak kisah you pangkat apa. But at that time, a leadership traits decision must be made. So that time you cannot push, this my supervisor, my executive, my manager, or my director, or my COO. It cannot be pushed that way, right? But that is something that you need to make. I mean, something is good, So that is part of trait of leadership where we need it when you are in emotional situation, whereby it's impacted yourself, So that's part of things is good. Okay, come next. Okay, Mr. Kalai, come from our finance department.
Hi, sir. This one is mine.
Okay. So you want to read through or you want me to read?
Yeah, can.
I want to read through. Okay, good.
So mostly the finance department have monthly and yearly subscription issues where the members will pay lump sum or will do the subscription by monthly. The problem is here some members are not follow the schedule that they given,
Okay.
and if say they are not paying say more than 3 months or 6 months, they are not allowed to use the facilities. Okay, then we will send the first, second, third reminder with the post register emails, whatever. But sometimes the members say I didn't receive the main or say excuse they give. Okay, then we will emphasize them must pay first before they are to continue use the subscription or these facilities lah. Then we need to handle with polite. We cannot be aggressive. Say we must pay lah. You cannot like this. Your tone must be lower because you are in the not the top management to decide or what. Then we have talk with the management to give some discount for the members who are let's say to encourage them to pay. Not say not to pay to encourage must give some discounts to
Okay.
encourage them to make the annual payments.
Okay.
And then say then if say you cannot solve until your decision making, refer to the high level of officers. Let's say you have a supervisor, you have a manager, HR manager, then we go for the VP or VC or president, something that's high level. Then we can must strict the regulatory. Say we must follow rules. We become a member and we can do some policy changes. And anyhow, we must solve these issues with polite. If not, the member will talk about the badly about these results and issues, and our image will damage. This is my concern.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. So what are the most important thing is in terms of, are you facing any difficulties whereby the members come in? Example, huh? So they've been you already sent maybe a debt collection letter to them. So to say that you have been pending, let's say 1,000 ringgit or 2,000 ringgit. I mean, when they come in with the anger mode, whereby they said, hey, you sending a letter to my previous address. So I already moved to new house. So that house, I not received any letter. So that's why I didn't pay. So what kind of emotional? Of course, they will come in anger tone because they are not wrong. And also, you're also not wrong because you're sending exactly the address for the last known address, which they registered with you. But when the members have forgotten to give you updated the address for the new house, means maybe they moved to new bungalows or whatsoever it is. But at that moment, when they receive the debt letters or from even from the court orders or whatsoever it is, what you all done under the your SOPs under the finance department. So what kind of emotional they come and ask you?
They will angry lah. Of course they angry.
They're angry,
what,
huh?
what we'll do, we ask them to sit down first, then give them some water, then make them to cool, and we will explain. Bring the policies letter. This is our SOP. We will follow our SOP, but you didn't update the database to us. That's the main cause.
Oh.
Second thing, we approach by email and address and postal order, no reply. That's the main concern. The third part, you come directly and make issues means it's not correct. We will explain and then say in future don't do like this. Must follow the SOP you have signed before because every year must be renewal, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So these are the kind requests we will do for the members.
Okay, okay. Thanks, Mr. Kari. You have a seat.
Thank you.
You see, have you seen, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, you see what are the finance departments have been facing. You see, it's not an easy task, So when he was in that situation, when his boss is not around, because his department's only finance, he only see the number of monies being collected, but it's not being collected. His job is just to prepare a letter, prepare the letter to give the report to the boss or CEOs to say that, hey, these are the A persons not being collected, money is being debted. But when he's instructed to the lawyers or even to the boss, immediate superior to get it done. When the members get to know these letters or they receive by through or email, example, so when they come in over, they come in the anger mode. But they're not fault, actually. They said, hey, I have the registered address. I'm in the house. You never send me by post. Sometimes the elder people, they don't like to see emails. They like to see by manually by paper. But when these kind of things happen, they come in jump. They say, hey, I'm not even a debtor, I like to pay everything on my bill, my credit card, my debit card, everything I pay on time. How come you can say I've been debted and my tarnished name? And maybe finance make a decision. They put up his names in the whiteboard at the lobby. Dato Sri, hey, it's not been paid for 6 months. So the members come and tell, hey, why you didn't pay? Your name is appear in the lobby whiteboard. So they will start to get angry in which department? Finance. Correct or not? Because this listing coming out from finance. And that situation, Mr. Kale is there. Maybe his superior was not there. He was in an emotional pressure when he come in an emotional, hey, why you put my name there? I'm a dato. I wouldn't pay everything on time. Why you display there? You never come in, even have a courtesy to inform me by phone calls or even send to my address. But Kale will explain. Excuse me, sir, we already done. We already sent to them. But was unfortunate. It was been a last known address. It was in a previous his residence. He might be moved to the new residence, but he never updated to the finance database. So at that moment, he have to make sure that he said the word polite. You see or not? So he talked politely, has to cool them down by giving waters, all these things. Because it's every responsible of the members, they must be paid. But they might be overlooked. Like us, we sometimes overlook. Even our electricity bill, sometimes we overlook, right? But these are the things where we emotional, and this especially like VVIP, especially datos, holding a dato title, translator, they're very obsessive. In terms of you put their names in debtor list, wow, they're not happy. So finance having because you are targeting their what we call their reputation. Their reputation. So these are the things are quite emotional behavior decision making is needed. Because at the moment, they don't care whether you are finance executive, you are finance assistant manager, or finance director, or your CEOs. When they jump in, you are in the office, even you cannot say, that is my colleague, my subordinate's job, not my job. At that time, there's nobody there, and you are the only person. You, on behalf of Penang Golf Club as finance department, you have to protect yourself, as well as your company. As a leader, you have to make a decision. You cannot say, hey, ini ya, I'm your boss punya kerja, bukan I'm your kerja. So that doesn't show a leadership trait. You understand? Your leadership trait, even in through golfing, you must know all this emotional making because of golfing. You must make a trait yourself. Yes, whatever it is, my boss is still I'm responsible because I'm one of the department. I'm one of the team. It doesn't show that even you have been executive level. You have a Your manager job supposed to be do that, but you must create that leadership skills whereby to entertain the members, to cool them down, emotionally, in using by what Mr. Kale's trick is by giving water, talk to him politely. So these are the part of his departments, how to solve the problems. Okay, so come back to the last one is our security chief. Yes.
Yes, sir. Sometimes I a lot of things facing with member golfer play golf type. Sometimes fall down. Sometimes
Mhm.
heading. Then that time I golfers friend also so hotly talking with security. Sometimes holiday public nobody is the head of department here. Then he can call the ambulance so fast then. But he talking. He cannot stop the talking so hardly because he already fall down, already bleeding. From that time I
He bleeding because of golf ball
golf
or in the golf course.
play golf with the
Okay,
ball.
okay.
That time I go and facing this situation.
Hmm.
I tell them sorry. I call them ready. Before I
Who you call once you face this problem? Who you call?
my department head
Hmm.
like HR human HR senior
Hmm.
manager.
Okay.
I call them ready. Ambulance on the way. Just waiting. Just 1 minute, 2 minutes, and like that I give them satisfied. Then second, sometimes golfers after finish play golf, drinking here. Not everyone, but someone so very much too much drinking. Then after that he cannot drive also. He cannot move also. That time I facing one case, two case also. I help them. I tolong dia pernah dia tanya sampai dia naik kereta buka pintu bagi dia duduk saja. Makanya dia bos pelan-pelan di jalanan, pelan-pelan di jalanan lepas dia jalan.
Hmm.
Lagi satu third one. Sometimes I face for the parking, allow the parking because everybody is here member. 90% is a VIP. Then VIP also paying same. Other member also paying same monthly. But sometimes I giving parking VIP. He said, why is you give them only VIP parking? I not member here. I also member here. Then that time I say that sorry boss, I give you one place. I just satisfy him. I will go. I follow him. I so, tolong dia satu bagi angkat. Dia pick up dia. Lepas tu dia pull down sikit.
Okay, okay. So it's good. Okay, you see our security been updating. So before we continue for him, I think we continue shortly after a short. We have a short break. Huh? Okay.